Hey there, Movie Squad. This is Joey D'Angelo's with Richard Purnell. We're going to talk about the series finale of Samurai Jack that aired on Adult Swim. That was May 20th, 2017, the end of an era. Richard, you seem to be feeling some things.
Can we just have a moment of silence for a moment? A moment of silence for a moment.
Yes.
Can we just...
Yes.
Okay.
That was a good moment.
Okay. I felt that moment.
Oh, man. I was feeling a lot of things last night. I can tell you that much.
I don't want to know what you were feeling. Oh, wait. No, never mind. You were talking about the show. Sorry.
It's a family show, Richard. It's a family show.
I'm like, Joey, what are you doing? What are you talking about? You dirty birdie. Was it Kathy Bates? Yeah, it's Kathy Bates would say.
In any case, we're here to talk about, of course, the series finale of Samurai Jack. I remember when we were first given the announcement that Adult Swim was going to do a Samurai Jack revival to close out the series. We found this out in late 2015, and they originally said it was going to be 2016, and then it got pushed into 2017.
Well, I mean, I'm just happy they did it. Anyway,
yeah.
They could have just not done it at all. But no, they were nice enough to say, "Hey, yeah, let's do it." But sometimes it takes time to do something right. So.
Exactly, and I appreciate the time that they did take because it clearly looks like with pretty much all 10 episodes that it paid off.
I mean, I had a good time each one. Some were more, action driven. Some were more like kind of the classic show, and of course because it was on Adult Swim this time, it was a lot more adult in some cases.
Yes.
But overall, it definitely seems like it was worth the wait for sure.
Definitely. So I guess the first thing to talk about is what happened in the last episode, and that was Ashi transformed into a minion of Aku, pretty much.
Which not only that, it was his kid.
Yeah, it was his kid.
Which, I mean, dang, you knew that she was obviously metaphorically a daughter of Aku.
But we thought up to that point it was more like a cult thing.
Yeah, but no, it's like the weird woman legitimately drank the essence. Yeah.
Yeah. I know we said we're a family show, but sometimes you just got to go there.
I mean, heck, there was an episode where a guy had a penis for a head. I mean, I'm pretty sure we could get away with a few things.
That dude looked like a talking penis.
That was my favorite joke, I think.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. I need a moment for our man Scaramouche. Because he's dead. But that was from the previous episode.
He was the best.
He was a great character. He worked for this new series, but he also felt like an old Samurai Jack adversary, which was nice.
I want to see more of him. If they continue the comic series, please let him show up.
Give a Scaramouche solo series.
I would read the heck out of that. And I have to listen to Sammy Davis Jr. while I'm doing it.
Oh yeah, ba-do-ba-do-ba-do-ba-do.
It's a thing of beauty.
So obviously,
she was literally
a daughter of
daughter.
And Jack couldn't do it. He's in love with Ashi and he couldn't kill her, so he dropped his sword. And I love the ending shot of the previous episode where it looks like the classic Samurai Jack opening. Almost like the sketch, almost like the painted style where you see Aku's holding the sword triumphantly, and you see Jack's on his knees, miserable.
And now we are where we are.
Oh man, a ding!
Oh, I got a message. Actually, shout out to Andrew Gifford because I just got a message from him on Facebook.
Andrew Gifford, watch Gifford confirm if you're not watching that stuff. Watch it. Please.
I'll be honest, I haven't seen an episode yet, but I promise I will. Don't follow my example.
Yeah, Richard is in certain things. Richard's a good role model, but in this case, no.
No. Don't follow my example.
Not
at all.
Mm-mm.
Oh man.
So let's talk about the actual episode. So we get to, well, now Aku has Jack sort of like tied up,
and then we see the homage to the original opening theme, which, like, because I remember I was talking to a friend of mine who's also really into Samurai Jack, and we thought, I don't know if it was you actually that mentioned this or if it was my friend, but we were talking about, like, how cool would it be if the very last episode, instead of doing like the new theme, they just went back to the old theme.
Mm-hmm.
To, like, kind of, because it's not just the culmination of that season, but it's the culmination of everything.
Yeah.
In that last episode, which I'm sure we'll discuss more about that. But so I was kind of bummed that they. I like the new theme, but I was like, oh, it would have been cool if they did. But then the TV or whatever, because like every character Jack's interacted with from the new season, from previous seasons, all come together to watch this TV. This like their own TVs. And then you see the classic theme.
Long ago in a distant land, I, Aku, the shape-shifting master of darkness, unleashed an unspeakable evil. But a foolish samurai warrior wielding a magic sword stepped forth to oppose me. Before the final blow was struck, I tore open a portal in time and flung him into the future, where my evil is law. Now the fool seeks to return to the past and undo the future that is Aku. And I just want to say with that opening, I'm so glad they brought that back, because it means technically Mako was in this season. The original voice actor for Aku. Which Chris Baldwin, the new guy, I believe his name is, he does a great job. But it's just nice to have Mako for just a short period of time.
For sure. But then, of course, there's that twist where he just pops up and goes, "Not!"
Yeah. Yes.
and then we see him just kind of like chained up, and what's the girl's name? I keep forgetting her name. Ashi. Yes, I just watched the episode and I still forgot her name. No, but you see Ashi in her like Aku form, which is really creepy, actually. It's just like
very creepy. It's
like two James Bond circles with fire and the Aku like antlers.
Yeah.
And she's just kind of standing there, and he's got the sword trapped, and it's kind of like, wow, he's defeated.
But the important thing is we see all the old characters unite. All the characters Jack has helped out over the years, and they all unite against Aku.
That was a beautiful moment. Like, all from the new season, from the old season. Yeah, you got the ghost of the Scotsman showing up and his plethora of daughters.
Yeah, he's got a ton of daughters with their like awesome deer mounts.
And we have that like philosopher dog or whatever.
Rothschild, the archaeologist dog from the premiere movie. So it was nice to see him at the very end too.
Yeah, and like I've told you last time I was in one of these things, like, it's been a long time since I've seen the original like show, but when I saw him, I was like, I know that guy.
Yeah,
I recognize his face.
And they brought back the Jump Good guys. No, Jump Good.
Everybody, it was a beautiful moment. They all came back.
The underwater guys came back. Those robots who helped control like the giant like samurai mecha.
Yeah,
they came back.
Giant robot samurai.
We brought this robot samurai to help you, samurai.
I was kind of bummed though that they should have brought back the emoji aliens from like the first episode.
Yes, that would have been neat.
That would have been local, but I was happy with everything else. Though. That's just a little nitpick.
The Spartans.
That's right, they did bring back Spartans, which is so appropriate because given the show's kind of inspired a little bit by the Frank Miller book, and then you got 300.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. So there's all that. So. It was just beautiful, and then they're all like coming in. They're all coming in to save Jack because they watched the TV, And Aku's message like, I've defeated the samurai. I can't do the Aku.
I
like you can.
defeated the samurai.
Just trying to upstage me, you jerk.
It's what I live for. That's for you not watching Gifford Confirm, you jerk.
I'll fix that eventually in time somewhere in the future. Who knows? But
I flung you into the future where the only thing you can watch is Gifford Confirmed.
you know what? I might be okay with that. Who knows?
So everybody's fighting. It's like the fight of all fights.
And it's beautiful. I keep saying that, but it's true. You see, and and Aku's not really phased by any of it, but it's just the effort that matters.
Yes, everybody just pitching in to team up. And then I think one of the best things was the one thing I was looking forward to all season was Jack and the Scotsman reuniting.
And then, of course, the Scotsman's trying to hook up Jack with his
one of his daughters.
It's like, you have options.
Are you saying you're too good for one of me daughters?
Like, no. I met someone. Oh!
And he points down. I think she's not good for you.
she's like all tentacly, and she looks like Aku, and he's like, she's not good for it.
Oh, you know what? It makes me think of Guardians 2, where they're like, wow, you guys have problems, and Star-Lord's like, yeah, I have problems. That's my dad, and you see like Kurt Russell reforming himself.
No wonder that's my dad. Oh man,
I just watched it again yesterday. That's why that came to mind.
It's a good example.
No, but it's nice that even in death, the Scotsman is helping Jack out.
Thing of beauty.
Thing of
beauty.
Beauty.
That's the biggest thing you'll hear from me, obviously, about this whole episode, is that it's just beautiful.
And one thing anyway, moving on the episode, Jack confesses his love to Ashi, which helps break her out of her, Aku loyalties.
Literally to the point where, but not so much where she just completely becomes herself again, but now she's not only Ashi, freed from the control, but she has
Aku's abilities.
She has his powers, which means...
So you can time travel!
Ah!
And that, I thought, was amazing. I flipped. I'm like, oh my god, they're doing this. So
and then she does the echolocation thing.
They go back to Jack's first battle, and they reanimate that original battle sequence. It makes me think of Finding Dory, where they animated the one part of Finding Nemo, because the animation styles and techniques and things they did were so different back in 03 or whatever. And this they had to upgrade it too, because obviously the new Aku, and they have the a widescreen now, so they had to adjust everything. But it was played out pretty faithfully. And right after Aku's like, "I'll see you in the future" or something, Jack pops out of the port and is like, "Oh,
he's like, you're back already." No, I do like the little moment when he's actually in the time travel portal, and then he just kind of for once after so long being trapped in the future, he just closes his eyes and smiles, and the music plays. It's just blissful. Just finally.
Yes, about damn time.
About damn time. This is a family show. He comes back, and he's slashing them up, and Aku's he's getting torn into bits, and then finally his tower blows up, and all is right once again. But it's not over.
Wait, there's more.
There is so much more. And it might be good at first, but you never know.
It's bittersweet, I think we can say. So we get back to Jack's kingdom, and we see all of the people who trained Jack in all the different fighting styles. We see Robin Hood, we see the African tribe, and all
the Vikings.
The Vikings, yep, and
the one Greek dude.
Yes, the one Greek dude. The one guy who looked like the silly voice guy from Pirates who says, "And so we shall go to
that guy, yes. And so we shall go to
I'm accepting that as canon. I don't care.
It's in the books. We're writing it down.
We are putting it down, Gendy.
is official.
So we get that, and they come back, and it looks like Jack's about to get married to Ashi, and everybody looks so happy.
It's everything seems all right, but you have to remember when it comes to time travel, there's some rules you got to follow.
There are some rules you have to follow.
And one of those being, if you kill someone's father in the past before they're born, so they're not going to stay around.
That's kind of screwed up, isn't it? Like your one true love is the daughter of the guy you hate, and then when you kill him, she goes away.
And what makes it worse is, like, they took the time to plan a wedding to get everything all nice. And they probably had some time to just hang out. They probably just played Xbox or something. I don't know. And then the time came, we're getting married, she's walking down the aisle, and that's when time said, oh, shoot, I forgot. She doesn't exist anymore.
So that happens, and everybody's really sad. Especially Jack. And then we see Jack, go out, on horseback. He kind of just is by himself, and he finds a ladybug.
Which, ladybug is.
Ashi symbolism.
And then he has a sense of hope again, and the sun shines.
We get a beautiful shot.
That beautiful last image of him underneath that tree. And then it fades to black. And it's the end. The end of Samurai Jack. Forever and ever. Amen.
Amen. I mean, and I thought it was not only a great conclusion to this season, but also a great conclusion to the whole series.
I liked it, for sure. I had a good time.
I know some people had problems with it.
I mean, you're just going to have, because there's, I feel like it's inevitable with most things. You just have these heavy expectations for something.
I know a lot of people wanted it to be an hour-long finale, but I think considering it was only a typical half-hour episode, I think they fit everything that you could want.
They pretty much had everything you would have needed. Yeah. The only thing, I guess, for me, just because I wish maybe they could have maybe extended out maybe another 10 minutes or something, is I just felt like the ending was a little rushed. But
yeah.
But you get that with a lot of finales. I mean, I got that with the Penny Dreadful finale, which again I didn't know that was the end of that show.
Yeah,
and that was when they mean the end, they mean it.
Yeah,
but at least with Jack though,
I think it's very satisfying overall.
Yeah,
which rarely happens with anything.
It's because we live in a generation where we're just not pleased ever.
That and everything just goes on forever.
And ever, and ever, and ever. I'm trying so hard not to mention Marvel, but
you just did.
Every time, it just keeps going. Where's the end? It doesn't exist.
There is no end. We just reboot.
This is true. Oh man!
But I'm trying.
You can edit that part out.
I'm trying to think. So overall, this season has been really great. If you haven't seen it, I think you check the episodes out on AdultSwim.com, where people have been uploading the episodes on YouTube as well.
And plus, they're having the marathon.
Yes,
next Saturday. They're playing every single episode from 11 o'clock to 4 a.m.
Then that's that's the Saturday, the 27th into the 28th,
which I won't be available for because I have to go to a wedding.
I hope that in that wedding, the bride doesn't vanish from the timeline.
Unless she's mean to me, then I don't care.
Yeah, that's different. And go away.
I'm just trying to film your wedding, lady. Why are you being such a jerk? I hope you killed your dad in the past. She'll be like, what? You know what I said.
But it's just weird that it is over. It finally has an ending.
Yeah, I mean, it was weird, growing up, and I guess because I watched the show, but I never really saw the ending until later on. But it was weird to think wow, it just kind of ended right there.
Yeah, that's episode 52. That's just how it just kind of ends there.
And then you didn't think there was anything to happen because Jenny left Cartoon Network and went to Sony Animation, did the Hotel Transylvania movies.
Was supposed to do a Popeye movie, but that never happened.
Never happened. And now now I don't even know what he's gonna do now. Maybe he'll do an end to Dexter's Laboratory. Who knows?
Who knows? I mean, with all the reboots that we're getting now, it's only inevitable. I mean, we have a Powerpuff Girls reboot.
Yeah, I've only seen a few episodes of that though.
Yeah.
If it's good, cool. If it's not,
Yeah.
at least I could watch the old episodes. But
Exactly.
Jendi, if you're watching, if you're listening, because there's no video, I thank you for doing this. I was very happy.
Yeah, you did good.
You did good, and whatever you do next, whether it's a brand new show or another movie, I'm definitely gonna watch it for sure. Whether it's, even if you're doing I don't know if you guys know this, but they released a Luke Cage comic called Cage that Jendi wrote and drew, so you have to check that out. What else? Yeah, other than that, I don't really know what else he's up to, but I'm definitely going to check out what he's got next.
Yeah.
That beautiful man.
That beautiful man.
But yeah, those are my final thoughts, I guess.
I think I'm gonna make a top 10 favorite Samurai Jack episodes at some point on this channel but I need to digest this season, rewatch it a couple times, and see where, because a lot of the episodes are pretty amazing.
Yeah, they're honestly it was one of those seasons. It was one of those shows where a season you're going through each episode. It was hard to I don't know where I'm going with this.
It's hard to complain.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Each week,
yeah.
Even if it seemed like it was going to be a filler episode, it was a great episode.
But they didn't have time for that, thankfully. So.
They didn't have much time for filler. Even though there were episodes where it was nice, where the characters got to breathe for a little bit.
Though I will say this is going to sound very, not safe for work, but I'm kind of hoping that between the scenes, Jack got a little something with Ashi, because he wanted it.
We are a family show, but yes, we do hope that Jack did get a little something.
If Will Turner can become the Flying Dutchman captain, can become freaking Davy Jones 2.0, and still get to make love with love of his life, why can't Jack?
And make a baby.
Make a baby who's going to be in the new one. But, that's a whole other video.
That's a whole other thing. That's all we talk about, really, is Marvel, pirates.
and it's usually in a somewhat decent light, but every now and then it's not.
It's screw this.
Whatever we're talking, we can talk about cheese. It's here's our top 10 favorite cheeses, and somehow it'll still be man, speaking of cheese, I hate Marvel.
Oh man, I like Munster cheese, but you know what I didn't like? Pirates 4.
Man, I could have mozzarella sticks all day, but you know what I could have 0% of the day? Ant-Man.
I love that when you were... Oh man, that's another outside of the video.
There's an inside joke to that.
It's an inside joke. Anyway, folks, thank you for, listening to this. Richard, thank you for hopping on to talk about Samurai Jack.
I'm tired.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But I appreciate it.
All right. Adios, comrades, until the next Movie Squad video.
Bye-bye.